Hey guys, welcome to the Critical Review, and today I'm going to be discussing some stuff I saw at the San Diego Comic-Con online. It's not a huge breakdown of every single thing that I saw, it's just some stuff I thought was cool that you guys might want to check out. The first thing on the list is the new Avengers trailer. I wouldn't say that I would consider it groundbreaking, but there is some new footage that is pretty interesting and I do want to discuss. The first thing is you see Doctor Doom and he's in like this decimated, like destroyed landscape, and Reed Richards approaches him and he looks at him and he asks him like, did you do this? And he seems physically upset. The trailer goes on and then we circle back to that scene and he asks him again, even more physically upset, which kind of makes us think that this is probably the first atrocity that Doctor Doom has done. The other thing that I noticed that's actually a really big plot point in my opinion is the introduction of the Sentinels. You actually see them and they're kind of like rising up from the ground. Now, if you recall, the first time that we saw Sentinels was in X-Men Days of Futures Past, and they decimated the X-Men. So bad to the point that they had to send Wolverine into the past in order to change the future. Like, the X-Men had no chance against these things. So it's bad enough that Doctor Doom can stop Thor's axe with 2 fingers, but now you have an army of Sentinels to worry about. So, in my opinion, this kind of makes, like, Thanos look like a walk in the park. To piggyback off of that, Ryan Reynolds was in the crowd dressed up as Deadpool and he grabs a microphone. And it was pretty cool, like the whole crowd was super into it. And he's asking the directors questions. And he looks at the directors and he asks him like, why was Thor crying? And that's a callback to Deadpool 3 where he's looking through the multiverses and there's a scene of Thor standing over top of Deadpool crying. Now the directors kind of sidestep the question and like navigate around it. And Ryan Reynolds looks at him in just that comedic timing that he has and raises the mic up and goes, you know goddamn well why Thor was crying. And the whole crowd goes crazy. It was a pretty cool moment, and expanding off of that, any of you Deadpool fans, this should give you a ton of hope he's going to be in this movie. And the reasons being is, 1, why would they do that bit if he wasn't? And 2, why would they give him a redesigned costume? And by the redesigned costume, I mean like his costume was gray. It wasn't the iconic red that he had in the last 3 movies. The construction's exactly the same, but it's all gray. So why would they create an entirely new concept for the costume if he wasn't going to be in this movie? Just all leads point to Deadpool is probably going to be in this. My prediction is going to be he's going to show up at the most random time possible and just have like this super awesome comedic timing, and it's probably going to get a huge crowd reaction. In other news, Ryan Gosling has been cast as Ghost Rider in the upcoming Ghost Rider movie directed by Sean Levy. So there's not much news on this, just the casting. And the casting itself is a big deal because people have been calling for this for years. So fans of the franchise are probably rejoicing that Ryan Gosling is taking on the role. Black Panther is getting a sequel with Black Panther 3. David Johnson has been cast as the lead, and it's going to be directed by Ryan Coogler. Same thing as Ghost Rider. Not a whole lot of information on this. Just, Black Panther fans now have something to look forward to. The long-awaited sequel to Spaceballs got a lot of teaser things, a lot of tongue-in-cheek like comedy there. It was really enjoyable to see the little snippets that I did see online. One of which was they were explaining the universe, and there was like this really convoluted like timeline that was just like the Avengers timeline, but it was all Spaceballs. It got a huge laugh out of the crowd. Mel Brooks made an on-screen appearance, kind of describing the new movie and doing some like little jokes and poking fun at his own movie. It was pretty cool. At one point he goes, yeah, everybody asks when I'm going to make the new Spaceballs. He's like, so we are, Spaceballs, the new one. And that's like what the title is. So that was pretty enjoyable. And it shows like Mel Brooks is like 100 years old, literally. So it's crazy that the guy not only has all of his marbles, but he's able to make a movie. Like, that's crazy to me. Rick Moranis joined the crowd in this huge iconic helmet from Spaceballs. Just got a massive, massive crowd reaction. I actually think Rick Moranis was taken back by how much love he got at this Comic-Con. Now, if you recall, Rick Moranis stepped away from acting sometimes in the 90s, and I want to say it was because of a family tragedy. He prioritized raising his kids, which is a good reason to step away from your profession, but I would be lying if I said that I wasn't happy to see him on screen again. It's cool to see Rick Moranis coming back, and it's really cool to see him in an old Spaceballs movie. What did you guys think of San Diego's Comic-Con? Did I miss anything, or is there anything to add to this? Drop it in the comments below. And if you guys have time, if you could just tap that like button, it's a huge help. This channel is really new, and those likes mean a lot, and I really appreciate it. And I want to keep making these videos. So guys, until next time, this has been the Critical Review.